Alright, so I've done tutorials for Fulgore, TJ Combo, Orchid, and Jago. Next up is Glacius. So the first thing I want to mention with Glacius, just a little side note, is that his crouching fierce kick is not a sweep. So not everybody has a hard knockdown sweep, but Glacius is a little interesting because it's a 2-hit, so you can actually use that as the opener and the linker technically. So you have to have 2 hits before you can do an ender. So you can actually just do what I just did, which is down fierce kick and then instantly do whichever ender, which I'll get into the enders in just a little bit. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to call out right in the beginning. Alright, let's get into his special moves. So we've got his fireball, which is quarter circle back punch, and you can use any punch. It just changes the speed. So you got quick kick, quick punch version is a slow fireball, and then fierce punch is the fast one. Now, unlike Jago, Orchid, and Fulgore, who also have projectiles, those characters all have a fake version. So they like pretending that they're the fireball, but you can cancel it and bait out jumps. Glacius doesn't have that. So next up is quarter circle forward punch, and each punch is actually a different move. So first up is quick punch, and it looks like a grab, and although the animation suggests that, it's not actually like a throw. So this is a blockable move, so it just works as any other opener, which this is an opener. So if I do rotate forward quick punch, then you can press a fierce attack afterwards. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second, but well, I guess I can mention it now. So the 2 weird things about this move: one is that if the opponent's in the air, it won't come out, you'll just get a jab. So I can kind of show that by doing this uppercut, which let's talk about that. Straight up Mortal Kombat uppercut right there with down and fierce punch. So yeah, gotta love that. So yeah, if the opponent's in the air, quarter circle forward quick punch doesn't work. So that's whether you knocked him in the air or he's just jumping. So kind of weird. I always like when a special move actually comes out when I do it regardless, but for some reason, yeah, it won't work. And the other thing is you can't special cancel. So if I were to do a close range attack and do any other special, like a fireball, right, you can instantly get it. Do the ice pick, there it is. Do the uppercut. All the special moves work except for the grab. So yeah, kind of a weird move. Alright, next up is quarter circle forward medium punch. This is another opener. So like I always mention, in KI2, whichever strength opener you use, you go to the left, and that's where your autos are at. So come in with medium, press any quick. Next up is quarter circle forward fierce punch. It's kind of a good anti-air move. Then we get into his quarter circle forward kick. This is his Liquidize, or you could call it puddle punch. This is pretty complicated stuff, or it can get complicated. So this could kind of be its own tutorial just by itself, honestly. So alright, so each kick does something different. You got quick kick. He just goes down in a puddle, right? Now, while he's in this puddle state, if you're missing health but have meter, this will actually start to drain your meter and refill your health. And you can fill it all the way up to like 99%. So you can't cheat the system and get a perfect if you've been hit. But you can, in fact, refill your health all the way up. You can't go back to the previous health bar. So if you're on bar 2, well, you can only fill that bar up. But yeah, very interesting. And while he's in this state, let me actually go ahead and show some of these things. I gotta put it in PvP mode real quick. Okay. Let me actually get hit. I'll show you real quick. So I've got just a little bit of meter. Let me build just a little bit more. And I want to get into meter later, but I kind of want to talk about this right now. So watch his health and his meter. Right? So it's very risky to attempt to do this, obviously, but it is something that he can, in fact, do. And let me build just a little bit more, show you how much health he can actually get back. Right? So what I just showed there, yeah. So quarter circle forward quick kick does that. You've got quarter circle forward medium kick, which is actually an opener. You see how it kept forward grounded. So since that's a medium attack, I go to the left and press quick. And then you have his fierce kick version, which is a hard knockdown, and that's also his juggle. So after you've done an ender and the opponent's in the air, quarter circle forward fierce kick will actually catch him out of the air. Okay, so you just saw just a second ago, I actually did the puddle in the air, and you can do that with all of them. Now, the thing that's different about them, though, I'll show you the quick kick version, and the medium kick version, and the fierce kick version. And they're all slightly different, but the main thing is the quick kick version stops you wherever you're at, so it kills your momentum, right? So if I'm jumping at this guy, so you can actually kind of cancel your jump, right? Like you're going to jump over him and then you cancel it. And then the medium kick version, you'll see, actually maintains the momentum. So you can do something like that, like a little cross up, not really, but so you can swap sides, or you can be jumping away, you go a little further. And the reason that kind of matters is that you can convert these into a different one. So if I rotate forward and I'm holding quick kick, right, and I let go, I come back, but while I'm holding quick kick, I can then turn this into the medium kick version, right, or turn it into the fierce kick version. And you can also do it the other way. I can start to do the medium kick version, and while he's traveling along, I can rotate forward, either hold quick kick or just pop right back up. So it's like a cancel almost. And you do it with fierce. I can start with fierce and then turn it into the quick kick version. And you can also do that with the air. So I could do this in the air and then turn it into the medium, or I could be in the air, do the medium and then quick. And so that's, will this come up? Probably not, but it's just kind of interesting. So if, for instance, you wanted to get as far away as possible from your opponent so that you could recharge your health, right, by being in the puddle, well, if you were jumping away and did the quick kick version, you drop straight down. Well, if you did the medium kick version, you'd actually continue to go a little further away. So you can jump away, do the medium kick version, and right as you're landing, do the quick kick version and hold your position. So yeah, and that's not all of it. So I really wanted to cover some other things before meter, but I have to talk about this one meter move since we're talking about the puddle punch, or the Liquidize. And that is that Glacius has one other version, and that is the one that swaps sides. So it takes 3 bars a meter. It's quarter circle back fierce kick, and take note, he's going to swap sides and do a fierce uppercut, right? So I pressed fierce kick and it acted just like the regular fierce kick one, right? It's a hard knockdown. Well, what's interesting is that you can actually convert your medium kick version, right, the one that's an opener, while that's going on and he's sliding across the floor, I can rotate back, press fierce kick, and you'll notice when he goes to the other side, it won't knock Fulgor down. Okay, that's because it's treating it like an opener now, if it's done after the medium kick version. And the other thing that's kind of strange, so normally whatever button you press, you go to the left for the auto. Well, when you start with the medium, rotate back fierce, you've obviously pressed fierce, so you would instinctively think that medium is your auto, but it's not. It's actually quick, because it's treating that uppercut that teleports, it's treating it like the medium kick version, right? The one that keeps them grounded. So I'm going to quarter circle forward medium kick, quarter circle back fierce kick. We'll swap sides and he'll hit him. And when he does, I'm going to hit a quick attack, not a medium attack. And so that's a way that you can swap sides. And you can also do that out of the air version. So I could jump in like that. And there you go. And there's one more level of complexity that you can add to this. It's kind of difficult to pull off, but it is possible. You can actually do 3 different puddle punches all in one like scenario. So I can actually do like the quick kick version, right? Be down in the puddle, convert that into the medium kick version, and then while he's in the medium kick version, rotate back and do fierce. As I say, it's a little complicated, but there it is. Okay, so pretty crazy. A lot of stuff you can do with that. Yeah, a lot of fun. There might be more options, honestly, but that's what I know about it. So, all right, let's get into the openers. Now that I've covered some of the more complicated stuff, let's get simple again. So we've already covered what these moves are, but I'll show them again. So we've got quarter circle forward, quick punch, and fierce kick, fierce punch are going to be your autos. Quarter circle forward, medium punch, and quarter circle forward, medium kick. And then his linkers, very simple. It's just the medium punch shoulder and the medium punch uppercut. So while the combo's going on, do the medium shoulder or the medium uppercut. All right, next up, let's talk about his enders. So everybody has 4 enders that they can do in any order, and then there's a 5th ender once you've done the other 4. So with Glacius, his are kind of easy to remember. He has one move that's quarter circle back. That's quarter circle back and fierce punch. Okay. Then all of his other enders are quarter circle forward and something. So it's these 4 buttons, both quicks and both fierce. But so quarter circle forward quick punch, that's one of them. Quarter circle fierce punch, and quarter circle fierce kick. And then once you've done all 4 of those, you need to do them in any order, like I mentioned. And once you've done all 4, they all do 4 hits. Once you've done all those, then quarter circle forward quick kick is your 5th ender, and it's a 5-hit ender. And quarter circle forward fierce kick is your juggle. So while the opponent's in the air, you can catch them with that. I'm trying to remember, did I mention his throws and all that? I did this tutorial already, so I don't really remember if I even covered this, the overhead. I'll cut this part if I already did it, but I don't feel like I did on this take. So you got his overheads, back fierce punch, and while you're doing the overhead, you can actually special cancel into your shoulder and start doing a combo. And while you're in a combo, you can press, well, I didn't even cover the throw. So forward fierce punch is his throw, okay? But while you're in a combo, you can do it, you know, toss him in the air. And while he's in the air, you do a fierce attack and then quarter circle forward, medium kick. And then after that, forward fierce kick is another move that's a juggle. That's his pressure move. So everybody's got some kind of move like this, but you just press forward fierce kick, he does double hit, works as a juggle, works as a, basically you can use that as your combo, 1-2, and then go straight into your ender. So very useful. Yeah, I'm getting a little out of order from my other videos, but that Liquidize thing, it was a lot to that, so kind of lost my place. So I think I was talking about the enders, I was talking about the juggles and all that stuff. So the other ender is his mini ultra. So this is one that you do at when the opponent's at the end of their first health bar, just like we got here. So while you're doing a combo, do quarter circle back quick kick, and it's a 7-hit ender. And then yeah, you can throw that quarter circle forward fierce kick in there for the juggle. All right, let's get into his meter. So I've talked a minute about the 1 meter move. That's the quarter circle back fierce kick. So as you see, it takes 3 bars. So we got that out the way. Next up is half circle back forward fierce punch, and it's a super fireball. But I want you to take note of Fulgor's meter. He's got full meter right now. When he gets hit by this move, it's gonna drain the entire thing. So yeah, so it took 4 bars from me, and yeah, just completely annihilates his meter. So Jago has a move that's just like that. The difference though is that if you block Jago's fireball like that, it actually still takes away 3 bars from the person who blocked it. But with Glacius, if you block it, you don't lose any meter. Next up is his 6-bar super move. Everybody has one of these really high damage moves. Well, sometimes it's high damage. If the opponent's energy is really low, like it is right there, I want you to take note of how little this does. So this is quarter circle forward back quick punch. Okay, look at that. Like that. Look, I could have just walked up and done a medium punch on him and done as much damage, or a fierce and done more, and not wasted 6 bars a meter. But if I do it when his health bar's much fuller, you'll see you get a little bit more of a payoff. So it's important to kind of pay attention to the health. Don't waste that meter when you're kind of low like that, unless it's the very end of the fight and it doesn't matter. But yeah, if it's right there in health bar 1, maybe not. But you can also throw this in a combo, basically like you're as a combo ender. So you can do just a short little combo and then throw that in, and yeah, you can get some huge damage. I mean, look at that, just so simple, but that was half his health bar. All right, next up are his super linkers. So both of these are done the same except which button you press. So the super linkers are 5-hit linkers that take 3 bars of meter. So while you're in a combo, you can do half circle forward back fierce kick. Okay, little 5-hit. Or you can do half circle forward back medium punch. And those are the ones you're going to use when you're doing your long ultras. So most of the time it starts with a parry, which I've shown before, but go back quick punch. And if you block a fierce or medium attack, you can then do quarter circle forward medium kick, and he'll do a little 3-hit opener. Basically just go into a whole thing, and then it's basically super linkers. And I've got a Kim Woo ultra tutorial that I uploaded. Somebody requested the video, I did that. But basically what's in that video is essentially what you're going to do with Glacius, Orchid, Jago. So yeah. What's next? I think that was all of the meter. So I showed all the super linkers. I showed all the throws. I think next up is just I think it's just the finish moves. If I forgot anything, and I'll rewatch this, I'll add it at the end if I forgot to mention something. I guess I should mention his combo breaker right now. It's quarter circle forward, and depending on which gotta put him on danger. Depending on which attack's being done to you, determines what button you press. So if they're hitting you with punches, rotate forward in any kick, and if they're doing kicks, rotate forward in any punch. Alright, so finish moves. His NoMercy is the one that you can do outside of a combo or inside a combo. But as long as they're on the second health bar and it's flashing red like that, it's a backwards dragon punch with quick kick. So back, down, down, back, quick kick. Now, of course, they can block that attack if you just throw it out there, but if you can catch somebody while they're doing something else and interrupt them, then you've got an instant kill. You can also do it in a combo. Just treat it like any other ender, and if they don't break the combo, then that's it. Next up is his ultimate. This is the one you have to do in a combo. Just like before, while you're in a combo, treat it like an ender. It's half circle back, forward medium kick. And then lastly, you got his ultra combo, and that's going to be quarter circle forward quick kick. So just start a combo and then treat it like any other ender. And then I'll put the list up here, but the more enders you do, the longer that ultra is going to be. And while the ultra is going on, you'll notice that his meter will start to build up. And so what you can do is his super, the half circle forward back quick punch. And if you do that, instead of that final ice pick that he does, you'll go into his slam. Yeah. It's I think it's possible to pull it off with such a short ultra, but really you want to do the ones where you've got more enders so that the combo's longer, so that it has time to build up the meter. But I think with that, that's everything. So I've got the other tutorials I've done so far, these 4 characters up top I've already done, and any ones that I do after this I'll also include in this video. So be sure to check those out if you're interested. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.